Yeah, man. We those dudes, man. Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gabby G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We are here.
Hey.
We're doing it. It's been a minute, but we're back. You
Oh, it's
know,
good to see you, G.
it's good to see you. I feel fucking beat, but
Ah,
and I don't know why. But it's good to be back. Big up to everybody out there. Whoever's gonna join and whoever checks us later, man. We appreciate all of that.
Yep.
Uh, I am. I'm feeling a little out of it, but I'm all right. I'll
Muddle,
get that energy up.
you'll muddle through.
Yeah, I always do, don't I? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Dude, I'm worn out. I honestly think that
I told you to stop going to those Diddy parties. I told you, man.
once you diddy, dude, you can't go back. Like what? You want me to start going to parties with people my own age? Is that what you want me to do?
You need to party with some people your own age.
All right. Well,
I
I don't know.
don't even get people like Diddy's how old?
40s,
No,
50s,
man. No, he's got to be in his 50s, man.
55,
At least, man.
54.
54. This motherfucker still want to go to parties. I want to go home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like drugs. I just rather do them at home. And it was good. What's up, baby?
What up, dog?
It's fucked up. Yo, it's fucked up because I was just thinking how I got to get me a vape. I'm going to have to get me a vape for the.
Oh, you don't smoke inside at this place, right?
I can't smoke inside. So I'm going to have to get me like a vape. You know, it sucks. But yeah,
Yeah,
miss
but
it.
I mean, I guess if you're inside, dude, that's the way to go.
I mean, I'm smoking less.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking less, and I think that's a good thing, right? I mean,
I mean,
would
for
think
you, it is.
any
But see, dude, here's the thing. Here's the thing with you, though, man. Okay, so I had this kind of mentor in the golf course business, right? Very blue collar guy. Dude was 100% an alcoholic, right? He drank two, or no, I'm sorry, he drank. I would pick up. I would have to drive him home from work, and he was my boss because he didn't have a license, right? And we would stop every day on the way home from work, and he would go to the liquor store and get 12 packs of Molson Ice. And
of
I don't know,
what?
Molson Ice. It's a
Oh,
Canadian
most
beer.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
at the time, like the craft beers weren't really that wasn't a thing, so they were just the strongest beer that you could get. Essentially, is what it was.
copy.
Yeah, but he stopped drinking, and he was dead within 6 months.
Oh yeah, nah, don't get me wrong,
You're
dude.
too old to change your habits now, dog.
Yeah, nah, you gotta stick with the gas that got you there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said this on stage. It's like when you got that.
That's a
fucking
shirt,
poopy,
dude. I gotta write that down.
You
Stick
know?
with the gas that got you there.
Yeah, man. It's like I used to tell this bit actually. I should bring it back, but I would say how it's like having one of those jalopy cars. You put the shitty gas in it, and it always gets you from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day you get like a real job, and you do dumb shit like treat your car. I used to do shit like that. I'd be like, I'm gonna treat my car. It always gets me where I gotta go. I'm gonna give it that good gas. And then you put some super in that bitch, and you drive off, and it breaks down. You got to stick with the
I
gas
think that whole
got you.
thing's a scam, dude.
I mean, look at Jerry Garcia. He was
What
doing
about you?
fine until he said no more drugs for me. And then
Is that what happened? He died right after. Oh, he was in
I
rehab.
mean, yeah, man.
That was 95, man. That was a little bit before my time.
I mean, there comes a point where rehab's too late. You need more monitoring. That's what you need. Because you
Yeah,
got
he's
to,
53,
look at that, man. My age.
and your last name.
I don't want to join the 53 club. Everybody talk about the 27 club. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of 30 somethings. That's
Yeah.
too early to go.
Yeah.
Like put in how many people died at 35. How many famous people died at 35? Look
How
that up.
many famous people died?
Died at age 35. And let's see what we got.
All right. I love our show, dog. This is
Let's see
great.
what we got, man. All right,
Queen
we
Anne
got-
Boleyn,
Okay.
Fonte Davis, Mozart,
We got Mozart,
Nicole Simpson.
Cole Simpson.
Don't
Okay,
know. Mark Sailing.
don't
Inky
know him.
Boy. No.
Don't know him.
Jose Rizal, aka Russell Tyrone. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
Stevie
wait.
Ray
Russell
Vaughan.
Tyrone. Who's Russell Tyrone, man? Why does he look like
A
Why
buck
does he
tooth
look like
rapper.
ODB? Why does he look like ODB?
uh,
Scorpio rapper.
oh yeah, it
It is
is. Yeah, it is
ODB.
OGB. Yeah,
Okay, ODB.
35.
35 years old. See, he's part of the 35 club. You know, who
Well,
else we got there? Oh, look at that, man. You got fucking what's his name, dude? Come on, man. Andy Kaufman,
Andy
man.
Kaufman.
Yeah, man. McNear. You know what I'm
Mar-
saying?
Yeah, I think this was a guy. He's probably like one of the challenger guys. This guy's probably not dead.
Oh,
They,
he's
yeah, he died in
he
the
died
challenger.
in
Yeah,
the
This guy's
Challenger,
not dead. Yeah,
but he still joins the what was that 45?
35.
35 club. Check out 50. Let's see.
Well, why don't we do our ages? I'm 33. We'll do 33 when you're 53, right?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
33. Let's see who
Nipsey
got a bigger
Hussle.
club. Let's see who got a bigger club if we were to die tomorrow. Okay, so you
Okay.
got Nipsey.
Yeah. Chris
All
Farley.
right. You got Chris Farley.
Ava Braun, dude. Hitler's fucking
Ava
bitch.
Braun, dude.
Sam
Sam
Cooke.
Cooke.
Woo.
Pimp C, man.
Belushi.
Belushi, dude.
Now, if there's gonna be a way to go out early, Belushi did it right. That's all I'm saying.
So says you.
I think he would probably agree too. I mean, I don't think
don't
he would
know,
have wanted.
man.
I don't think he would have wanted to die. But if he was gonna go out,
I don't know. I think there's better ways to go.
no, dude.
There are, man, because your heart exploding while you're doing it isn't fun. I mean, if it said that he was doing 8 balls all night in fucking Basin and he died while having an orgasm, you know, in a 3-way, then that would be kind of a little more, you know what I'm saying? It kind of sounds sad.
You know,
He probably how high did he probably didn't even get to enjoy that last one. It sounds sad that way.
We used to say if you're shooting coke and you're not peeing yourself, you're not doing it right.
I'm glad I never heard that saying. And I'll say I'm glad I never shot coke. So not for nothing, I feel like you got enough people in your class right there to have like a 33 club. There's enough famous people there to be like he made the 33 club, but you always hear the 27. You know, and what am I? 53? Let's see, 53. Let's go.
Damn.
You know what? Yeah. Let me not.
You got it, dude. I'm already telling you, you got it. I see it. Jackie Robinson and Babe Ruth.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude.
Come on, dude. George Michael. Come on, man. That whole front row right there, the first 3.
Jim Henson.
Come on. John Denver. Come on, man. If I was to
Lennon,
go tomorrow,
dude. Lennon.
Yeah, man. Vladimir.
Ivan the Terrible.
Look at that, man. I'm rocking and rolling, man.
You know, I think you win, dude.
I got some good ones to join the 53 club, but I don't think I'm going to be in the 53 club. 54 is probably more likely. You know, because we're already in. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Tomorrow's not promised, but we are like almost at June. So, I'm feeling confident, but, well, I'm not trying to say I'm going to make it to the 54. But if I go in the 53 club, I'm in good company. Well, not really good company in all of it. I mean, we do have Ivan the Terrible and Vladimir and there's a couple of psychos in there. But, listen, you take what you can get, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think you got a good one, too, 33 club.
33 is good. Yeah, 33 is good. 53 also nice, though.
Everybody always make a big deal over the 27 club.
Do you think they have like 12 on there? Like age 12? Like they have,
how many famous people were age 12? Yeah. It's not going to be a big group, but if you got, if you got one of the really big ones in there, or like 3, what makes it a club? 3?
Yeah. Heather
3 or
O'Rourke.
More. All right, YouTube that's star. The girl. Wait a minute, that's the girl from Poltergeist. So you got her in there already, which is horrible. This is a horrible one right here, man. This
should we go younger?
No, man. I'm saying this one is sad. Like,
What's like what
like it
what
can't
what
be these
like
people because look how
what
older they are already.
about
So it can't
3?
be them. No, don't do a 3 club, yo. I don't want to know.
Oh, Conrad the cat
How many,
died
how many, how many
died at 3.
fucking, how
Yeah,
famous could you be at 3 years old?
that's true. So what, 5? I guess five's probably like, that's when you're
Five's a
really
good
getting fame.
cutoff. I mean, you got the girl from Poltergeist,
Mm,
you know.
I see who died this year. All right.
Nah, man,
I
I'm
guess
done
that's
with the
enough.
death.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done with
enough
the
of that, right?
death. That's a good way to start the show. Let's dive right into death. Let's just go right into death, man. Um, yeah, I'm okay. Glad you asked. Uh, saw you on Monday. Monday was cool.
Monday.
People, you gotta start coming out to the midnight show, man. We want to see you out there. There's all kinds of people. It was a great time this weekend too, man. Not this week.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was out there. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Sherrod Small. He was out there too. And big up to the show we had with him. Um, and my brother Manish. I can't get his name right, man. But yo, you know who I
That
mean.
doesn't not surprise me.
It doesn't surprise you, I know. It doesn't surprise me. It didn't surprise him either, but he crushed. It was just a great show, man. You
Yeah.
guys got to check us out over at Claridge. The shows over there are popping. So we're in Claridge now. We're in resorts now. Come check us out. acjokes.com, man. Go to the website. Check out the fucking lineups, man.
Oh, you got Scoop coming down?
We got Scoop coming down, man.
Nice.
We got Coco Brown coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got, man, coming down? The big dude, fucking there you go, Aaron Berg. Pierre's coming down. Yeah, come check us out, man. We got things happening over there, man. Same name, not
Richie
the same
too.
game,
Nice.
man. Yeah, Richie will be down there, man. Don't be fooled by the imitators, man. We're no longer in Tropicana. So don't be fooled by any of the imitators. And come check us out over at Resorts and Claridge, doing our thing.
Yeah, check out the pair too, right?
Check me out the pair. Midnight
Midtown
show,
and,
man.
Greenwich Village.
Yeah,
where
man.
The midnight show is Greenwich Village.
Yeah, the Greenwich Village Club is where I do our midnight show with Adam Gable. Big up to Adam. Big up to my daughter Jasmine. How are you, my love?
Hello.
I
She
miss
just
you.
came down too, right?
She came out to the show that Sherrod Small headlined.
Can I put the picture up?
And yeah, sure. And it was dope, man. I got to see her, got to see Kyle, my son-in-law. It's the first time they came down to Atlantic City. I don't know if that's the first time my daughter was ever in Atlantic City. I think it might have been. But it was cool. They walked the boardwalk with me a little bit while I hustled tickets.
Oh, where did I see that picture? Was it on your Instagram or was it on
my Instagram?
It was okay. Yeah, I was going to Facebook.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Facebook, although everything I put on my Instagram goes to Facebook.
Yeah.
At least it's supposed to. I don't really check much, But yeah, there you go. Big up to my daughter and Kyle. It was good to see them, man. Look at my smile. That's a sincere, big ass show on my yellow teeth smile.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, man. It was my daughter says, yes, my first time going there. I want to go back when it's warmer. Yeah, it was cold that day, man.
Yeah, dude, AC sucks in the cold, man. I mean, it's anywhere along the water, man, when it's fucking cold and like damp and like not like 10 degrees, like 35 or 55 and windy.
It got nice. It got nice for a second. And then that was it.
Did you? Are you staying in one now, or what am I saying?
What are you talking about?
I read something and then was asking you a question at the same time, and I said, "Are you staying?" Because I read the word "stay" on the other screen, and I just blurted out some nonsense.
Stay. What do you have to sleep?
No. I was reading.
You like doing that shit where
dude,
you're just like half asleep and then you start talking some nonsense.
I was reading this article before we started about people in New York City, like rich people building bunkers in their houses and shit.
So you're not even here with me right now.
I am, but I glanced, dude. I glanced.
And
I glanced. I'm minimizing everything.
You're looking at me with that Biggie eye, man. Like Biggie. One eye's over here reading this shit. The other eye's looking at me.
That's not nice, dude.
You're
not
here, dude. You're not here.
I am here.
No, if you was here, that my daughter's comment wouldn't still be up because we already discussed it. You know what I'm saying? But you like that dude who leaves the blinker on when he moves into the next lane, and he just leaves it on and leaves it on and leaves it on, and you're like, is this motherfucker ever gonna come back? What's that? A new sound you've been dying to use?
How
Yeah, that's just a new sound. I
about
just
this
wanted.
one?
I'm sure you'll find a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you'll find a reason. But Monday was cool, dog. It was great ganging up on Tristan. Big up to Tristan, man. I love you, dog. King Handel says that Gary and Brian has mild autism. Please be kind to him. Yo, man, I think I realized what the extra chromosome is. It's love.
Dude, what were we saying in front of the pair about the chromosomes? We were saying some shit about that.
The 23 and me.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, it's a 24 in me. That's what it is for people with Down syndrome.
It's 24. They got the extra chromosome, right? So it would be 24 and me. King, yeah. Michelle, hey, ma. Hi, guys. Miss you. I'm at work and service sucks. Barely getting any video or audio.
Where do you work, Michelle? I don't know if I've ever asked you that. I don't know.
Alaska. She travels so far every day, dog, and it's so cold out there. The wires freeze, you know, and it sucks
man.
because she never puts away her winter coat.
She has to keep.
That's a horrible thing. Imagine never getting to put away your winter coat.
Oh man,
that sucks.
It's about that time. Are you
in the summer? They just open the jacket. They're just able to open it, but they still gotta wear it.
Have you done your transition of summer and winter clothes here? Or are you?
It's the same all year round. My clothes are the same all year round.
Same.
All year.
Every year.
Every year until
for the last 7 years.
I'm pretty sure if you were to go back to all podcasts, it's just me wearing the same shirt, probably the same pair of pants. I got like 3 pairs of pants, so for the most part, they all get worn at the same time. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you always look good.
It's amazing, yeah, man, because you know I make the clothes. Clothes don't make me. Well, actually, you know what actually makes the clothes? Some little Asian kid with little hands that's getting paid. Yeah, getting paid.
I heard that for those they hate the plaid patterns because it's so many different colors and different directions they have to do. You know, it makes their eyes go all googly.
That was my thing, designing mattress firm in Tom Rivers. That's what it is. You got all those mattresses absorbing the fucking.
Yeah, you don't have Wi-Fi in that thing, in that place?
No, dude, it's all those mattresses. You know, it's like a lot of cotton, right, or whatever it is, or that fiber that kind of sticks to your body. You know, you sleep like this. You get up, and then there's like an imprint of you like this on the bed.
Dandruff that they stuff in there. It's just stacks of dandruff.
You know, I heard that's why they don't have those beds in hotels because you get people that sleep like this, right, and then they get up and they leave. And then the people come in to clean the room and they take off the thing and they see this fucking thing that looked like a dead body. And then they report it and they have to do these investigations just to rule out that it was just a person laying there, you know?
Huh. Memory foam?
Yeah.
Like memory foam?
Yeah, the memory foam.
Is that true? I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google this.
That is very true.
Hotels don't use memory foam.
Because because they be thinking people got murdered. You get those people like they lay flat down like this and fall asleep, and then they get up the next day, go home, and when they take off the thing, they see the foam, and it's like someone got murdered here, yo, and then they call the cops.
This might be something that has happened, but there's nothing. There's no written evidence.
Well, dude, that's because the mainstream media isn't gonna tell you, dog.
No. Yo, you know, I was on the subway today, right? And there's a sign for this thing called the VPN. You know what a VPN is? They call it like a very private network.
No. No idea.
You're shaking your head yes and saying no at the same time. I'm not sure if that's a no or a yes.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What are you saying, man? Where are you going with this, man? Come on, reel it in, brother.
So the ad was for VPN, and it was saying that you could get access to the private internet. And then I started thinking about, well, who made the internet, right? Like, who built it? Someone has to control it, right? It didn't just start. You know, it's like the telephone company. Like, they have to have the wires somewhere, you know?
Wasn't it Apple?
No. They did it at colleges, so it was probably NSA. It was like Harvard, MIT, Stanford. So it was probably, you know, Epstein.
I think it's a little too late to ask. Shouldn't you have asked when it was much easier to find out? Isn't that a question that should have been asked back in the day?
No,
I remember when computers sucked, dude. When they were like, you had to put in all these little fucking programs in order to get one thing, in order to get it to make like a square hand that waved at you. Michelle says Wi-Fi sucks unless you have an iPhone. I would disagree. I would disagree. I have, you know, the Android. That's right. I said it. I don't care if that makes y'all think less of me.
Android.
Yeah, I got the Android, man. Well, they can think less of you, but I'm saying, like, I don't care if they think less of me because of it, man. You know, I'm not afraid to be who I am. I'm an Android dude, man. You know, damn, man, my corona crease is looking deeper and deeper, yo. I gotta get rid of it.
Michelle says, for cheap memory foam mattresses, yes, they leave an imprint, but not the expensive Tempur-Pedic.
Well, that, and let's keep it real, it absorbs cum. So they stay away from it.
Huh.
You know, which makes it even harder to tell if it was a fucking murder scene.
Right.
But now you throw the fucking black light in there and just cum and body prints everywhere.
Yeah.
King Handler says, gotta get that Obama phone.
True.
My brother got an Obama phone.
Why not?
Yeah, but then they got, you know, I don't know. I mean, they got your shit anyway, right?
Yeah. And that was actually, I just Googled the history of the internet, and it says computer science was emerging in the late 50s. The possibility developed with the universal network of, you know, the internet with the Department of Defense and the Advanced Research Project Agency, whatever the fuck
in a
that is.
way, that's not an answer. You know, give me a name. Who started it?
Oh,
boom.
This
person started it.
Paul Barron was an American Jewish engineer who was a pioneer in the development of computer networking.
So what are you saying? The Jews owe the internet?
No. Whoa, dude, wait, what did you just say?
I'm asking.
No. You said something, and I'm just trying to make sure I heard it.
What are you saying? That the Jews own the internet?
Oh, no. It sounds like you're saying that.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I was asking you a question.
That at all.
Oh, okay. Just want to be sure. But the dude who created it, you're saying, is what was his name?
Let me go back to the thing. There's several people who were involved in different parts of it, but Paul Barron, Donald Davies, Lawrence Roberts.
You left something out just now about Paul Barron.
What?
That you had said the first time.
He's an American engineer who developed the computer networks.
Feel like you kind of edited that too, but okay, man. Tuck Adventure says, finally, a straight up answer. Tuck, good to meet you, man.
No, he's been here before. You know, it's Tuca. You know Tuca.
Oh, yeah. Paul Barron is the devil. Listen, man. You know, listen, I mean, there's so much. Did Gary just say he supports Palestine? It's going to be a long one. We've been through this. Yes. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Dude, they invented the World Wide Web. At the CERN in Switzerland.
Oh, word. Well, you know what they did? They gave people the opportunity to...
Research at the CERN in Switzerland by British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee in 89 and 90 resulted in the World Wide Web, linking hypertext documents. Yeah, so it all goes back to the CERN.
Yeah, and porn.
Yeah, and look at that logo. What do you see?
CERN.
What do you see in this logo? I see
a bunch of sixes.
1 6 2 6 and 3 6.
1 6 2 6 3 6. The devil. Yeah, right. Yeah, CERN. Yeah, man. That and porn. People don't realize porn had a big thing in being able to send pictures and video. Yeah, man. If people didn't want to see people fucking in the privacy of their own home, we'd never have that. Probably would have never thought about it. You know, all that video phone shit, the video phone shit, that too, man. All that technology came about because people said, how can I get to either send a picture of my dick or a video of my dick and like see other people fucking? How can I do that? You know, this CERN thing looks like a good pathway that I can take to get that out there. But at the end of the day, listen, what it does is it gives people the opportunity to bring out the best in people because they have all this communication, or the worst. And just like most things, people choose the worst. They just go. It brings out the internet brings out the worst in people. The absolute worst. It very rarely brings out the best, even when they're doing good things. Because even when they're doing good things, they're filming it to be like, look at me, I'm doing good things.
Like, here's me buying a homeless guy a meal, taking him out for the day, and showering him. So like, what? But then again, it's like, well, if they post the video up, they can make money and then spend the money to keep doing this and help more people. But it's still like, that's not how you're supposed to do that stuff. You know, well, it's not.
Yeah, you know? At least biblically speaking.
Dude,
it just speaking from you gotta do it like Prince. You gotta do it like Prince. You know, when Prince died, they were like, you know, that motherfucker gave a lot of money to people. You know, but when he was alive, he kept all that shit, you know, between himself and the people that got the money. You know, he was probably like, don't tell anybody I gave you this. Kept it very hush hush. He probably would give him the money and then put his fingers across their lips and be like, shh. And he'd be like, shh, don't tell nobody. You know, I could picture him doing some slick shit like that, giving him the fucking check and then just going right against his lips.
No.
Shh, don't tell nobody. That's probably how it went down. At least in my head, that's probably how it went down.
And I'm sure it happened almost nothing like that.
Something like that.
Something, yeah.
I'm not that off, dude. I'm not that off. Like, I'm sure he was looking at the dude like this.
Yeah.
You know, with those real intense Prince eyes. Probably asked him if he ever bathed in some like obscure river near some Indian reservation on some Indian land or some shit. You know, Prince was a cool dude. He did shit like that all the time. King Hannah says that, Gary, you have some elaborate Prince fantasies there. Gay! I forgot this comedian from New York, man. He had this great joke. He said he used to love Prince. But his father would see the posters, and he came in one day and he said, you're not going to listen to this dude. There's no way. And he took off all the posters, took all his records. And he goes, the next day he shows up. He goes, if you're going to listen to music, you're going to listen to manly music. He threw the album cover up, the album on the thing, and he goes, a band like this, look, this guy's a cop, right? This guy's a fireman.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
He said manly music.
The Village People, right? Yeah, the Village People.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought it. I wish I remember the dude's name, but it's a funny joke and it's not mine. Don't even know if he does comedy anymore, to be honest, but great joke. Great fucking joke.
Yo, did you see this reel I sent you today? I sent it to you on, I thought it was hysterical. But
no, I didn't see it. Let's take a look and you can get my reaction to the things you send me. Is he taking his shit? Because he kind of looks like he's taking his shit.
Rock right now. Give me a stem and a place to sit down. I'm not internationally known, but I've been known to smoke a ball alone. Now, I know it sounds stupid. I know you think I'm crazy, but give me a blast and watch me get lazy. I know the shit may sound funny, but when you smoke cane, you never have no money. I want to rock right now. Give me a...
I was cackling watching that, dog. I was like, yo, this
You
dude.
really was. You found that amusing.
Oh, dude, yeah, because
Yeah, I found that very sad.
it is.
I see an old man who smoked his potentials away. Obviously, he could have been a great rapper. Okay. And what he did was he ruined his life through crack cocaine, a drug, by the way, that was placed here by the white man.
Whoa. Yeah, but by some
to
white
keep
men. You
the
have to
black
say
and
by
the
some
Spanish,
white men, by certain white
But yet
men,
you see
right?
that and you laugh. You see that and you find that amusing. Ha ha ha. Just another low life.
Let me ask you this, dog. Have you ever smoked crack behind a dumpster on East 36th Street in Camden?
No, because like I told you,
No, you haven't. That's why I
Because-
can laugh at the video.
because crack is bad, but it's better indoors. All drugs are better indoors. The minute you lose your house, man, you're done. Like, just forget about it.
Well,
You
dude,
don't
it's
need-
not that I didn't have a
you don't
place to
need
stay. I
lights.
was just
You
walking.
don't need lights.
I was just
I didn't say
walking
you have
back.
a place to stay. Everybody can find a place to stay. You know, if you're living underground through the manhole covers, guess what? You just found a place to stay. Okay. What I'm saying is the rule of thumb should always be drugs are better indoors. And I don't mean crack houses where everyone's sitting there, you know, fucking itching and fucking, you know, I don't even know. Never been to one because drugs are better indoors. The minute your rent doesn't get paid, then it's no longer fun. You might as well just give up. King Hannah says, listen, man, the crackheads are the best hustlers of the drug users. Everybody else is lazy in comparison.
Correct. And what I find humorous is that I know that this song is this dude's hustle. And before the video started, that he was like, yo, brother, let me spit you a song for $1. And then he started doing that. And that's what happened. That's why I thought it was funny.
And he probably made extra to let them film it.
Dude, was that? I think I told you the story, or maybe you were with me. I was in AC, sitting in front of the police station, and somebody just shoved their hand in my car with a bag and said $2 for the whole bag.
Yes. You've told us this story a couple of times. You're starting to feel like my mother, just repeating stories, man. You know, don't listen. You know what's happening is you're staying so stuck in the past that you don't see all the things happening right now in front of you, man. You know, that some reason you keep sort of like going back to that time of the hand in the bag. That should not be your high point in life, dog. That was many years ago. A lot has happened. We were hanging out on Monday, you know, like things were fun. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, my brother. Bless you.
Why are you talking
Bless
about Monday,
your
dude?
wife.
Monday.
Bless your wife's womb and the children that will one day come out of it, and your children's children. May they all be blessed. Okay. King Hannah says Brian found it funny because he recorded it. I monetized it. It still didn't give that guy $1. That's what I think, King Handles.
That's exactly what happened.
Yo. King Hannah says my great grandfather swore Prince was great grandmother swore Prince was gay. You mean gay? My grandmother, her daughter, swore he was just a freak. It was hilarious to watch them argue about it. Yeah, winds up, he was non-binary.
Okay.
By today's standards. I'm surprised nobody's argued that.
What? That he wasn't gay and he's just non-binary?
Yeah. You know. Cheers. I do to make money.
Thanks for coming in.
10 plant food. Yeah, man, so do we. So feel free, feel free to send some of those fucking comments with some money attached to them, all right? We are now fucking monetized, and it only works if motherfuckers do some monetization on it.
Gem 10, I think first time commenter, no?
Welcome, yes. Gem 10 plant food.
And is that potentially a cannabis plant food supplement company? It's the vibe.
Why does it only got to be for marijuana? Why does your head always go straight to marijuana?
Well, because I'm just looking at that little. I'm looking at that little plant right there.
Oh yeah, man, it could be weed. But I'm sure it could be used for other things too, man. Yeah. And that's what listen, man.
Oh yeah.
Weed needs. That's the problem with some of this weed. You know what I found? I found that the weed out here. I've gone now to 3 dispensaries out here. Right. Gem 10, first time. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome
thanks
you, man.
For coming.
Yeah, man, you come more than twice. You're part of the family, dog. So, it's a bunch of nutty buddy cousins in this bitch. King Handler says, got to get those likes up as well. Yeah, man, feel free to like, man. Feel free to subscribe, even if you never come back again, man. Why not help a brother out? Why not just leave your memory behind in the form of a like and a follow, man? What was I gonna say now? Oh yeah, so I've gone to 3 dispensaries out here, and those are the only 3 dispensaries. Like, see, I can't really say I've ever been to, because in New York I have bought.
Yeah, but those aren't really dispensaries because they're not legal.
It's like they just closed the one that we used to go to. They just shut it down because it wasn't legal. And even when you go there, behind the counter were people that look like they would sell weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Out here, I went to 3 of them. 2 of them right by the Dunkin' Donuts on Atlantic, and then I went to High Roller. High Roller, I will say, has a large selection of flour.
Mm-hmm.
Has a large selection of flour.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty expensive. They had single rolls for like $100.
But what?
Like single rolls, pre-roll singles for like $100.
$100?
Some of them, yeah. Different strands had different prices.
I bet it's all garbage. They can't grow weed in Jersey, dude. There's like 3 companies that grow weed there, and it's all trash.
Well, I will say this. I picked up the Banana Daddy in 2 places, and I liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, it got me like a nice kind of high. So I was all right with that. But I'll tell you, the experience in all of them, to me, was not very pleasant.
Well, it's because you're in Atlantic City, dude. I bet you were afraid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In New York, it's different. You look at it, they show it to you. I take it, boom, bang, out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Plus, it's a person that looks like they would sell weed.
Right.
Here, it's like these people would never be in the game unless this was legal. So right away, it just takes away.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I used to feel with some of the comedians out here. Every time they got on stage, it was like a spit in the face to real comedians.
Right. Yeah, you want to be a comedian. Yeah, you want to be a comedian if.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't work here, but those days are gone, thank God. But either way, there was a time.
First time.
And he said also, what was that after? It's all purpose, but designed for cannabis. Yeah, like I said, it's probably for other ones. You go-getters. Oh, I would like to think so, man. I mean, shit, we do this shit at least. Yeah. We're supposed to go twice a week, but we try to get at least one. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I work every fucking day. I'm a go-getter. Yeah. I think I'm a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? Would you think it? Well, it depends. I'm an amateur in some things.
Here's his channel, by the way. So thanks for joining the show, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, man. You know what? Why don't you toss him a subscribe since you have him up, man? Why don't we subscribe to his, man? That's how it goes, right? There you go. There you go. What was I going to say? What was I just saying? Oh, it was an unpleasant experience for a bunch of reasons. One,
you can't look
they want too much. They want too much information.
Oh.
First of all, you're doing it on a screen. No matter where you go, you're starting on a screen. Okay. So now you order it on the screen, and then you got to go to pay for it. Then they got to bag it. It's like you didn't have that bagged up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have a bunch of 8s bagged up, a bunch of ounces.
Well,
I got to sit here and
pulling
wait.
it out of like a big bag and putting it into a little bag. No, I
don't
think
know,
so,
because that's behind something.
Yeah. Back there, it's all prepackaged.
I would think so. So why is it taking so long for me to get it?
I don't know.
And then the taxes. The minute they add taxes, you're like, these are the same motherfuckers. You gotta remember, listen, I hustled when it was illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like illegal. Like they would literally roll on you for that shit, which was ridiculous back then. So yes, when you think in your head now, what are you talking about? That sounds ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but it was the way it was, man. You got busted even with a dime. You were going in for the night until you saw it and got let go on a fine or saying so. So it comes down to, I used to hustle back then. So when I see people in the game making money off that shit who would never have been in the game, and then the people who've done it all their lives when it was illegal, and then allowed to be a part of this, it's a little frustrating. That's why I'd still rather go to my people. I still rather see my peoples than go there.
Yeah, for sure.
But everyone I need is dry. So
I mean, dude,
that's the good thing about having them, is that when everybody else is dry, you can go there and just grab something real quick. you know. And it was on. I went there on 420 because oddly
you get a
enough,
deal?
that's when everybody was dry. Yeah, so they gave you a big, like I got a $60 eighth for $40. But I got it for $40. I feel like $40 for an eighth of weed is, is not what I pay, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if it's indoor,
on a
sure.
street level, on a street level,
if it's indoor, $40 for an eighth isn't bad.
You're paying street level prices at that point, but then they throw on the taxes and they throw on because you're using your card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just too much. And then they're like, oh, do you want to, like the supermarket, you want to sign up so that when you come publicize, you win up points and get discounts and give me your email address. Motherfucker, I'm buying weed, man. Can't we just make it feel like it's a little bit wrong? Like, can't I just, stay down low and get my
medicine,
weed?
Gary. It's
why
medicine.
Everybody gotta know? Why
it's
the government
medicine.
gotta know that I'm coming? How many times I come here to get weed and what kind of weed I smoke and what the fuck, man? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I didn't. All three experiences were fucking one more horrible than the next. One had a security guard standing there, white, probably working there because he couldn't be a cop. He's there with his gun and
dude,
trying.
all my dad's friends, all ex-cops, like retired cops, they have it locked down. Dude, in
that
South
looks
Jersey,
like that's
bro,
what it was.
Yeah,
it looked like it was a
yeah.
retired cop.
Yeah,
and then he's sitting there trying to sell me on certain weed. And I'm like, motherfucker, you the same dude who would fucking arrest me for that shit 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's just, to me, it's just
draconian, Gary. It's draconian.
Michelle Balducci says, I miss my nickel and dime bags I used to get in Queens back in the 80s. Too expensive now. I mean, it depends on who you go to see, man. Like, I got my peoples take care of me. You know what I'm saying? My peoples take care of me. The truth of the matter is the cost in New York, the cost of the blunt wrap is more expensive than the fucking weed. I told my son, he was buying one time Dutchess. It was like $20 for 4. I said, dude, you don't have a weed habit. You have a blunt habit.
Yeah.
King Handel says, willing to bet all those illegal cannabis spots are ran by folks from the same geographic region and same smell. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
We'll go to the next comment. Dog.
I don't know what to say about that, man. Do you grow? No. Not anymore, man. I topped off at 5'4". I'm pretty sure I'm done with no more growth spurts for me, man. I'm done. I will be short. He says, I bet you guys would like to smoke what I'm smoking. Is it crack?
Yeah,
are you smoking crack? Is it methamphetamine? Is it the blue shit? Is it the blue shit? What state are you in? Altered. I got some quick answers today, don't I, man? I'm on fire. Keep bringing them at me, baby. The DEA has entered the chat. Ah, shit. Well, listen closely. I'm about to tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a man named OJ, who I knew pretty well, but I never expected the things that would come from him. Gem 10 says, what about HQ Indoor for $100 an ounce? Ooh.
Sounds like a deal.
Sounds like a deal. Sounds like a deal, man. Brian, give him your address, man. He's in New York. Are you in New York? Go stop by Brian. Inbox him.
Send it to Gary.
I live in a place of no address. Yeah. My whole house only got 5 pictures on the wall.
Yeah. It's just a wall.
That's it, right?
It's just
there.
a wall and a roof. It's
I'm touching my whole house right now.
Yeah. 5'4". Oh man.
It was actually made for a small monkey, but I fit pretty well. What's the deep breaths, man? What's going on over there? I feel like your energy just left the room for a second.
It did, dog. It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
King Anderson says, yes, send that address, Brian, so SWAT can scoop you up. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian. He's in Mass.
Gary loves to say the name of that state.
Massachusetts. Did I say it right?
You did, actually. That was the first time I think I've ever heard you say it.
Yeah, I'm learning, man. I worked on it like a kid with a speech impediment. I did. I just kept saying it. But I think I can say it now, Massachusetts. Look, I can't think about it. That's the trick.
Right. Yeah,
The trick is not to think about it.
Let it roll.
Otherwise, I start ticking again.
So did you see the news about the DEA rescheduling or they're talking about rescheduling marijuana?
Oh, schedule 3, they want to make it, right?
Yeah, down from 1 to 3. So 1 is
The worst. Heroin.
yeah, but what it means is high potential for addiction, no medical benefits. And then Schedule 2 is high potential for addiction but medical benefits. And then 3 is lower potential for addiction and then medical benefits. That's what it is. So it was heroin, and which is bizarre. Heroin should be 2. Like, I don't really think any of them. I mean, crack. I think crack should probably be 1. Cocaine should be 1. I mean, dude. Well,
You get benefits from cocaine, man.
you get benefits from heroin too, bro. Dog,
you know,
if you get your leg sawed off in a motorcycle accident,
yes,
a shot of Dilaudid is what they're giving you in the hospital. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just pharmaceutical grade dope. You know.
yeah. Well, anything that makes you feel good has a benefit, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just want to make one thing clear. Here at Rated G, we do not condone the use of drugs. Okay.
No.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm not
Never.
saying I don't do drugs. I'm saying I don't condone it. Okay. Just because I do it don't mean you got to do it. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Okay. We got enough followers. We need more followers. So don't be afraid to tell your friends about us. But when it comes to drugs, be a leader. Just say no. Like Nancy Reagan said. Just say no.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know. Okay, so I got so Schedule 1: heroin, LSD, marijuana, ecstasy, methaqualone, which I think is the ones they used to do like Quaaludes, and peyote.
Ooh, peyote.
But then Schedule 2 are products with less than 15 milligrams of hydrocodone. That's hysterical, dog.
It goes by the weight.
Yeah, it's 15 milligrams. You're okay of hydrocodone.
But remember, they always
Hold on.
They always
Cocaine.
weigh whatever it comes in.
Cocaine, methamphetamine, methadone, hydromorphone, which is Dilaudid, Demerol, oxycodone, fentanyl, Dexedrine, Adderall, and Ritalin. I will have to say that
all the good
all
ones.
of those, I would actually say that all of those are more dangerous than good pure heroin. That's what I'll say.
So what are you saying? You're pushing for the legalization of good pure heroin? Is that like is that the mountain you will
Well,
plant your
not.
flag
I
on?
don't want full legalization. I want like a gray area to where there's like just 1,000 dens around New York City you can just frequent from time to time.
The problem is you guys don't know how to go home. You tend to stay fucking like right around where you're boarded and shit, and then nod out and make the neighborhood look like shit. If you motherfuckers knew how to climb trees or something,
Yeah.
and just get out of everyone's faces, no one would give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why people are hard on drugs is because of drug users who just don't know how to act.
I was never one of those.
Everybody did their drugs in their own houses or in their friends' houses, got the fuck off the street, didn't act insane. If you don't have a house, learn to climb a fucking tree, learn to dig a hole, learn to, get in a bush or something and not gather together and make these big areas where it just looks like a bunch of people just fucking nodding out. Then no one would have a problem. If nobody sees you, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything else. You bought it on yourself. Motherfuckers like you sitting on the corner looking at cops as they drive by while you just fucking stick yourself, man. Come on. Nobody wants to see that, man. People got to walk around here that don't necessarily agree with that stuff.
Well, I would never do it in those neighborhoods.
Oh, you won't do it in your neighborhood.
Well, I wouldn't do it in a neighborhood where they're not. I would do it in the neighborhood that they're selling drugs. The drugs.
Just because they're selling it, I mean, really. So when you go
not
to
on
Home
the same
Depot-
block, dude.
When you
Never
go to
on
Home
the same
Depot-
block, around the corner in the alley.
So when you go to Home Depot, you go, you buy your stuff, and then you turn around the corner and start building shit. No, you go home with it, man. Just because the place sells shit there. You know what I'm saying? You buy furniture from Lehman Strauss or whatever the fuck. I don't know if the place is still even open, but whatever. You buy furniture. You don't take the furniture, go around the corner and set up shop on the block and just put a couch there. People wouldn't like that, would they? Think about it. Well, you lived in San Francisco. Did you like it? Did you like walking around and every turn you made was you was in someone's living room?
No,
Was it fun for you?
no, I didn't like it. That's why I left.
Yeah,
But
exactly,
that's the
man.
thing. When
Traveling runner, what's up, baby? What's your shirt say? Leave the
leave the gun, take the cannoli.
yeah. Great quote, man. Great quote. Wasn't that in Sister Act?
Sister Act 2.
Oh,
It's a
that's what I
sequel.
thought. Yeah, man. King Hannah says, I hear the heron in Europe more healthy.
He actually says it like that live in person too, which I appreciate.
More healthy. Well, listen, everything pure is more healthy. You know,
Yeah, but what do you
you
think?
might
What do
want
you,
to try smaller doses.
what do you think about the them changing it? What do you think is going to happen next? What's G's prediction for the future of this?
I told you, man, weed is going to start, the more the government gets involved, the more unhealthy it will become for your health. We became legal and all of a sudden now they got that, what's that thing? Psychosis, marijuana induced psychosis, where they say it makes you aggressive. Nobody who ever smoked weed would believe that weed makes you aggressive. If it's making you aggressive, there's something wrong with that weed. And that's also a new phenomenon, like 15-year-old kids having heart attacks, while they play baseball.
Right.
It's a new phenomenon. It never happened before until you guys made it legal. And this is something I said back, I'd say in the mid 80s. Around 85, I probably said that when the problem with it becoming legal is once it becomes legal, then you're going to start seeing when you Google how many deaths have occurred from marijuana, you're going to see a larger number. Because the more legal it becomes, the more they get involved, the more poison they're going to add to it. There was a time cigarettes were basically pretty good for you. Or should I just say healthier? Now what is it? 126 carcinogens, I think, if I'm correct. So now it really is just the tobacco is what they use to just transport their poisons in the cigarette, But it's some good poisons, man, because I be smoking like I'm mad right now. I ain't got a cigarette in my mouth right now, man. They got that real good addictive poison shit,
I know,
man.
they are good.
I mean, come on, they got me sucking smoke, just smoke, no flavor whatsoever, smoke down my lungs, blowing it out, man. No taste, no more on anything, man. No taste. The smell is gone. But yet, right after this motherfucker, just talking about it made me feel better just now. Yeah, man. I think we should talk about it more. Maybe we'll do less. Just say no. No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No. I do feel better. Yes, I've repressed that urge.
That's nice.
Repression is a good thing, man. People should practice more of it.
And oppression.
Look, man, I didn't say that.
Depression.
Okay. That's where you go. And you know what brings you there, dude? You know what brings you all the time to oppression and
low self-worth,
racist comments about Jews?
Value.
You know what always makes you go there? Your whiteness. Your whiteness. It's because you're white. I have to put my light on the yellowish kind of tint to make sure that I look more Puerto Rican, because I am. I don't want to be mistaken for you.
Yeah, no.
White. And if you wasn't so white, you wouldn't be so mean. That's a scientific fact, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I've read it on the top of a Snapple in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, that's a that's a fact that white men aged 33 to 33 and a half tend to be, self-centered, a little racy, King Hannah says Brian identifies as a communist, not white. Oh, okay. I didn't know. You should have told me that, dude. Now it all makes sense. Michelle says, why aren't you smoking in your apartment? Because it's grounds for eviction. No smoking in the apartment. You know, I try to listen. I abide by
So
some
you
rules.
you have to do your drugs outdoors now. How funny is that? It's a little ironic, don't you think?
Not really, because I have a little balcony.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know, in the cut, so it's still like I feel like I'm sneaking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm doing it more old school than anything.
Right.
You know, stepping out so it doesn't fill up the house, and you know everyone smells like I've been smoking weed. You know, so I'm kind of going more old school when you think about it. You know, don't tread on me, dog. Don't try to kick me because you think I'm down. You know, I'm not. I'm just short. All right, I sit up straight. I grow another 2 inches, dog. Don't fuck with me, man. You know, trying to take advantage of me because you think I'm down and low in the dirt or some shit. It's not gonna happen, Captain. I feel like this whole conversation today has been like, you know, when you're not up but you're not asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's been that from the beginning. I think from both of us.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like I'm babbling things out of nowhere. It seems very, you know.
Yeah, but
Are you?
I'm with you. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been babbling the whole show.
Have I?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I did also. I'm also babbling a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Michelle says that you voluntarily moved there. Not only voluntarily, but by myself. I had to move everything by myself, except for 4 items, which thank God, big up to Buddha and Ray for helping me with that. And this dude, what's the name's man? I appreciate that too. Gary, that's called Adderall. No, man, no. I was actually getting Adderall out of I was still recovering from a 30 mil that I took on Friday to bring Sherrod home. And then I was up for like 2 days.
You ate that whole 30?
Yeah. Well, I hate when people say that. You know, yeah, they
It's
made
a lot
it.
of Adderall, dude.
I had a lot of driving to do.
Yeah, but I mean, what?
And there's
1,000
nothing
miles?
like driving. There's nothing like driving on Adderall, dog. I'm telling you, I could tell you where everybody's going. I know what they're gonna do before they do it. I'm like, that dude just missed his exit, dog. He wants to make a U-turn right now. He's gonna try. He's not gonna make it. And then you see him, he try and he doesn't make it. I'm ahead of the game, dude. I moved in voluntarily. There was another spot I was trying to get, but the idiots were trying to evict me. Right. So they had that eviction pending on me, and then after that, I had to go with, you know, who already accepted me. But I'm glad I did. I love my apartment. It's got 5 nice little pictures on the wall, and it's all brand new, you know. And I got a balcony and an open kitchen, which I've always wanted. You know, I get to watch First 48 while I make food. Yesterday, had some strip steak, right?
Ooh, nice.
Fried that up in some new rub that I got. It's like these little things. It's called what was it called? Oh, brown sugar, something for steak. So I threw that in like in a baggie, just like shaking.
Yeah.
Made a bunch of those. I made 2 wraps, tortilla wraps, and fucking 2 big claws of whatchamacallit, crab legs. And I got like another 2 right now that I'm gonna make too. After that, I'm gonna make me some more crab legs, son. I treated myself.
Nice, man.
Even though four fucking claws for $15 is a good price. And they're like nice size. Crab.
What do? You boil them? You boil them? You bake them? Boil them?
Well, I put that in. I put some
stuff,
some garlic. I throw in some butter so that as it boils, that kind of gets a little bit into the meat.
Right. Oh, nice.
And then you just melt some butter with some garlic and haven't had crab legs in a long time, man. It was
not a fan, dude. I can't eat crab legs, lobster, any of that stuff.
I don't like lobster. I could eat some shrimp. I don't like the jumbo shit. I don't like lobster. It's too much.
Bugs, dude.
It's too much.
They're bugs.
You're a bug, man.
No, they're bugs, dude. They're water bugs. You eat water bugs. Just look at it, dude. Look at it. It looks like a fucking bug. They have antennae. They have those crazy eyes.
I don't
they have
eat
big
the body.
claws.
I only eat the legs. And I thought about the other day. I said I only eat the legs. I don't eat the body. So I'm not eating anything. I eat the legs. They're the legs.
Yeah, crab legs.
They're not crab arms.
Yeah. Crab legs.
Crab legs.
I'm thinking of lobster claws. That's what I was thinking.
One of those shitty animals with no arms. You know, to be an animal with no arms gotta suck. It's got, you know, each one has like something really cool, like fish. They can stay underwater. You know, it's like Aquaman, useless. And then you got the birds, they could fly, but then after that, you can't grab a fork. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gotta go
everything with your
face
mouth.
deep.
Yeah.
They gotta eat everything like it's a fucking pie eating competition. You know, imagine going through life having to dig your face into your food. That's how you eat. Shoving your face in there. You know, they were meant to be hated. If they weren't meant to be hated, they'd have more bowel control. You know what I'm saying? They just move their bowels during flight. You know, if they really wanted to be liked, they would have to land to shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they can't do it flying, but their instinct should be to land. It's not like it's like you could take a shit while you're running, but you prefer to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you prefer to stop. And if birds had
I think
that
it'd be
kind
hard
of,
to take a shit on the move.
you never seen those videos where dudes is just like coming up an escalator and they're walking and they just drop a shit on the floor?
No, dude, no, I haven't seen those videos, and we're not gonna watch them either.
It's fucking gross. And then someone comes walking behind, they slip. And they bust their ass. Yeah.
And
You've never seen that.
The whole back is splattered in. No, dude, and I won't. I won't. Yeah, I'll skip out on that.
Yeah, well, you know. Michelle says, I mean, because you can't smoke in your apartment. Well, nah, listen, you got to take the pros and the cons with everything. This ain't the first apartment that I couldn't smoke in. I had the choice of staying in a 2-bedroom that was falling in on me and they were trying to evict me, or, you know, move to a brand new apartment, although it's a little smaller. It's very cozy. It's brand new. It's got a nicer part of the neighborhood too. Better streets. I'm not as bumpy. I got a parking. You have to take the pros and cons. You know, I got a parking space, you know, and it's a little more peaceful than where I used to be, you know.
It's definitely a nicer neighborhood. Quieter. Way quieter.
It's a little quieter. I mean, I get cops up in front of the building every day because it's older people sometimes, and they had to, you know, call for an ambulance to get one of these people out. So it's like a good turnover rate for apartments.
Right.
But, you know, you do the pros and the cons. I can either stay in a place where I'm allowed to smoke, but I'm with a lot of stress, or I can take a place where all I got to do is step right out my little door right there because I have a balcony, and I can just step out there and smoke. And plus, once again, I'm smoking less. You know what I'm saying? It has me smoking less. And, you know, my house doesn't smell like smoke, which it never really did. People used to always bug out on that. They were like, yo, dude, you have a cat. It doesn't smell like cat. And you smoke and it doesn't smell like you smoke. You know, you've been to my old apartment. Did it ever smell like it? You were in a house, in an apartment that had cats and was smoke, you know, to do smoke?
No, but I also smoke most of the time too. So I'm not the best person to ask. Like, if
you don't smell yourself.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but I mean, it's like a cigarette smell to me. I like it, dude. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I love cigarettes, dude. They're so bad for you, but they're so delicious, dog.
I mean, I wouldn't even say delicious. I just, you know, I don't know what it is. It's those carcinogens, baby. Those carcinogens be like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't notice the nicotine rush, but that's the craving, and you get you satisfy that craving, you know.
In the morning, yo, like sometimes I wake up, because, you know, I'm older now, so I wake up, use the bathroom real quick, go out to the balcony real quick, take like 2 hits of a cigarette, yo, my head be like, I be bumping into walls to get back, dog. I'm like, damn, that shit be fucking up my head.
Do you this happens to me a lot. It was more recently, like when I wake up in the morning, my balance is mad fucking off.
Dude, I told you I wake up like the Tin Man, dog.
Yeah.
I wake up, before I get up, I gotta like do this to my wrist a little bit and to my feet at the same time to get those working. Before I even put my feet on the floor, if I just try to get up, there's always a chance I hurt myself. The only thing that springs me up is my cat throwing up. When I spring into action, but that's more like a reaction.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I had to just get those. I got the bars in my bathroom. I put them in because I didn't have something to hold on to. So I got those like old people bars so I don't fucking fall.
These people are trying to collect money.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're trying to collect money. And I know that because I looked up. They fucked up. It says their name. I looked it up and it said debt collector. Debt collector. That's what you get. That's what you get right there. You know, I don't worry about shit like that. King Handa says, I prefer the candy cigs. I actually got a pack of candy cigs. Body be cracking like a glow stick in the morning. Dude, I'm telling you, like, it takes a while for my knees to wake up. You know, things hurt. I wake up like the Tin Man. I got to be like, get it going. You guys need to find one of those senior living facilities with the morning water aerobic class. I don't need no senior facility, dog. Come on, man. I just moved the whole apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, into a 1-bedroom for Dolo. I'm a monster, yo. Ow. I gotta stop fucking.
Gary just threw his back out, trying to flex.
Yeah, a little bit. So what, man?
Oh, that's
Look,
amazing.
just so you know, none of y'all motherfuckers are getting young. Okay, everybody's getting old, and not everybody gets to be old. Not everybody makes it to the 55 club. Y'all be pumping out at 27, bitches. All right, 33, bitches. All right, I've already at least made it. Yeah, for the moment, dog.
Yeah.
But look at you.
You got a head start though, dude.
But look at you. I don't know how long you're gonna be here, son.
Yeah.
Look at you and look at me. You wouldn't believe how much older I am.
Oh, I think we talked about this. You know, there's a.
What do I got you by? 30 years? I got you by like 30 years, dog.
I'm
almost 30 years.
53. That's
20,
30.
20 something years.
20. 20, just 20. Not 20 something, just 20.
You my daughter's age?
Yeah, 91.
Holy shit. King Handles, Gary, you could pull all the grandmoms. No doubt, boy. I'll be popping those hips out. Put all those grandmas in walkers. All right? Spalding would love me because of all the tennis balls they're selling now. The traveling runner said, doctor said I need a backiotomy.
Chappelle voice.
I don't have one. I thought I was doing my Chappelle voice. I do impersonations. It's just they all sound the same. You know, what are you looking at, dog? What is it that's got your attention? Because it ain't us.
The death calculate. You weren't talking about anything.
What are you talking about? I haven't been talking about anything.
I know. That's why
episode.
I'm like, all right.
And yet you haven't been here. Going on 55 in August. Don't count your chickens yet, mama. But I'm rooting for you. Same thing with me. I'll be 54 in June if everything goes as planned. You know? Life's a fickle bitch, dog.
I know.
It really is. Isn't that crazy how quick shit can?
It just changes. Just do something
Shit's
else.
changing quick still, man. You know? Like, I ain't gonna lie. This year has been a year of sowing and change. You know, not a lot of reaping going on this year. But it's not the season, that's all.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not the season.
Sowing season.
Yeah. In the season of change and growth, son. I gotta pull my shit together. Start talking about bones, now everything's hurting me, man. I'm very suggested. Like, you know, like you could suggest suggestion, all of a sudden shit starts happening. Like my old toe wasn't happening. It was feeling good for a while. I hadn't recognized that it stopped hurting until someone said, yo, how's your old toe doing? And I said, shit, I haven't felt that shit in a while. And then out of nowhere, my old toe started acting up again.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's all in your head?
No, it's all in my toe. But I could be, it wakes up if you talk about it. King Handle says Brian is looking at tents to buy for the protest.
They just locked all those kids up at Columbia last night.
How come you ain't going down to any of those protests?
Bro, not getting anywhere near one of those things, dude.
Why
No
not?
way.
I thought you was one of those whatchamacallit reporters, man, that was out there to get the scoop for us, man.
No.
You should go out there, you should have your shit, put on your shiny suit.
I thought about doing, what's your favorite?
Go up to them and just say, do you honestly think anybody cares about what you're doing? Do you honestly think that you and everybody here yelling is going to change anything, and why? What makes you think that? When has it ever? You know? I bet the prosecutors will let him right out. You think?
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Where did this happen? Where?
Dude,
in
this
New
is at
York?
Columbia
New
University
York.
in New York. Yeah.
New York. Yeah, they're getting right out.
Yeah.
Camilla's going over there in a big yellow bus, and she's gonna pay for their bail alone and then drive them all back.
They rolled in deep, dog. Do you want to watch? Some of this?
I mean, if you want to watch it, I think it's something you want to see.
Yeah, I do.
City
City Police Department. You have been warned as per City
Oh,
College.
did they take over the college? Is that what they did?
Yeah, bro. The
They
kids,
went into the college, right? They went in there and like took it over.
So it really started at Columbia, right? It went Columbia, NYU, and then it spread over all sorts of colleges. All last week in like the mainstream media, this was the big headline to the point where, bro, I was on the phone with my grandma. And she was like, hey, be careful. There's a protest going on up at Columbia. And she was the one that told me about it. And I was like, oh, all right, whatever. And she's like, yeah, it seems really weird. I don't know how they organize these things so fast. She's like, who's funding all of this stuff? And I'm like, Grandma, that's a great question.
Yeah.
88
So
years old.
they basically took over all the buildings.
They didn't take over all the buildings. They were sitting in there. There's like 400 tents. And they were sitting there for
Outside or inside?
Both. Yeah, both. Yeah, both. Here, take a look at some of this. I'll show you some stuff from outside, and then I'll.
I want to see them getting thrown out. Oh wow, here's the cops going deep. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, look at all those tents, dude.
Look at that shit. Start yanking. Damn, they didn't show us nothing.
Yeah,
I want to see some dragging. I want to see some yanking. I want to see some freaking tents being ripped down. I want to see some cops saying fucked up shit to students, you know? I want to hear students saying, you can't do that, then getting punched in the face. I want to see the action.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I got another one.
They should have just went in there with like a big steamroller. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. Look at this.
Are they all wearing Palestine like gear?
Yeah, they're all wearing head masks, right? But white sunglasses. And look, they're all concealing like these people, dog, just straight up concealing their identity. You know,
of course.
But you know,
what, man? They're locking arms. They
Yeah.
should go about it a little slower. What they should do is they're all locking arms. Just go there and handcuff each other right to each other. Make one big strand of handcuffs and then tie the one person to the end of a fucking police truck, pull off and drag the rest of them with you.
Damn, bro.
You know, the smart ones will start jogging. Don't go fast. Go like 10 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. Give them a little drag. Oh, look at that scuffle. Yeah. They need to put some fucking hardcore music to this. It'll look like a dopest mosh pit you ever seen.
Oh yeah, they were inside Hamilton Hall.
See? And see, here's what I talk about. They're inside Hamilton Hall, right? They're in there already. They got it. They're like, fuck you, we got it. And what's happening? NYPD is going in there with helmets and things and just saying, okay, you're getting the fuck out, right? That goes to show you that on what was it, January 6th? Is that what it was? That there wasn't no fucking takeover. Because even if they would have took over that fucking building, that's what would have happened. Motherfuckers would have just watched it. Police would have showed up, went inside, and got them all out because they had no weapons. That's why had those motherfuckers had weapons. You think they would have went in there like that?
No.
Right? They wouldn't have went in there like that. There would have been a standoff. People would have showed up. They would have made holes in the side of the building, dropped bombs in there, lit it up on fire, and said someone must have been in there smoking weed too close to something. King Handel says, Gary, start a bail, GoFundMe, and pocket the cash.
It's a great idea.
Man, listen, I don't want to, take advantage of one time when I might really need bail. Oh, please, what's up, baby? Where you been? Hiding and lurking in the corners. No one cares. Those protesters, they are. They're stupid. They're stupid. Just a bunch of people acting stupid. Damn hippies ruin everything nice in this world. Well, I mean, they used to have good concerts.
Well, did they also used to stand?
Now they don't even have that.
Stand for stuff, dog. They used to stand for stuff.
They used to stand for stuff.
They had values, dude. They had real values, right?
Yeah,
dude? Real fucking values.
Yeah.
You know? They don't have those anymore. They have fake values.
Yeah. They did have somewhat, that was a little more respectable.
Like my uncle, old school hippie, like from the 60s, right?
They are obnoxious. Yeah, no doubt. Especially those motherfuckers that be like just laying in front of the road.
Yeah.
Those fucking the ones that don't want us to breathe no more. Those fucking world fucking idiots. All they had to go was get a bunch of attractive blonde-haired, blue-eyed white chicks and do a hunger strike. America will lose its mind. They can't even do a hunger strike, yo.
Yeah.
They've tried and they last from breakfast to dinner. You know, they make sure they eat right before 7 in the morning. They pile up on food and then it only gets them past lunch. The traveling run. The funny part is them complaining that the staff won't let food through, even to the protesters with meal vouchers. Fuck them. Police says impossible. Any bitch you want to fuck ain't protesting. Trust me, you don't want them hippie chicks smell. Yeah, they're very pheromone. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of like that smell of like, you know, like the smell be grabbing motherfuckers, man. They're very like cave chick.
Oddiferous. Like
cave chick, you know, like hairy armpit. You know, fucking smells like sex that hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you? Because you haven't looked in the direction.
It smells like sex that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, man. Listen, guys, I'm glad you guys are out there listening because we all know Brian ain't. The traveling runner says, smell like old hot dog water. Ooh. I mean, new hot dog water don't smell that good either. King Handles, man, I recall some hippie chicks with yams in college. I just couldn't do the natural smell. Can anyone? Cave chicks, laugh about. Yeah, they got that cave chick thing going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Makes them kind of want to club them.
And it's also like past the point of a little bit stubble. You know, it's like hairs, like lots of hair. Armpit hair, leg hair. The leg hair, it's... Ugh.
Can't get into leg hair at all.
No, dude.
At all.
No, not at all.
Nah.
She had man hands.
Get a chick with hairy nipples. This is probably the reason why we have no female listeners.
Yeah,
fuck it.
We have some, but not many.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Michelle, that's right, Michelle. So sorry.
Jasmine.
Sorry. Jasmine, my daughter. That's right. We got a couple. Got every now and then Stormy stops by.
Stormy.
You know. Yeah, we got a couple. The rest hang, they lurk. They don't want to admit that they like to watch it for whatever reason. They don't even know why. They want to hate us, but they don't. Some of them hate you. But I'm kind of adorable. The traveling runner, like buckwheat in a headlock. Yeah, man. Some of them. I don't even like when I got too much, you know, like if I wear like a tank top and my arms down and you see like a little what are those things? Those little troll. Remember the little troll things?
Yeah. With the hair, the blue hair, the red hair.
Little troll popping out. God. Nah, I gotta trim it, man. I gotta bring it down to the buzz.
Do you remember when did women start like shaving all the time? When was that like done in pop culture? Do you remember this transition?
That had to be probably somewhere in the 90s.
In the 90s?
Probably. Had to be somewhere in the 90s.
Was it a big phenomenon?
Early 2000s.
Everyone was speaking about?
Not really. It was like when I was coming up, it was like you noticed when it was there. You'd be like, that'd be something you tell your dude. You'd be like, yo, she had it all shaved. You know, that's something you would probably share because it wasn't the norm.
It wasn't the norm.
Then somewhere along the line, it was just all shaved. And then, you know, nobody cared anymore. It's like the twerk. You know, that used to be something between a person who went to a strip club. Like a person who never went to a strip club didn't even know what a twerk was.
Right.
They didn't even know what it was. And they didn't deserve to know because they didn't go into the dirt to find it. Like the dude who goes into the dirt and walks into the fucking club that smells like ass and twat.
The Christopher Columbus of twerking.
Yeah, you know, and that twerk was something special. That used to be $1 or $2. You know, like, yeah, boom, get more twerk, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know, the twerk came with the tip.
Right.
Back in the day, to get the twerk, you paid for the twerk. But then, you know, chicks started finding it cool to go with their boyfriends and shit, and to go, and then they see the twerk, and they see all these dudes like, nah, everyone doing the twerk. Everyone. It's no longer special. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares that you out there. Go to a club. I don't go to clubs no more. Why? I don't want to see a bunch of just fucking people. Everyone just twerking. There's no answer to the twerk. All the dudes are standing there like idiots. Unless you go to one of those sparing competition where dudes are jumping off the fucking speakers trying to kill bitches. Traveling Runner says penny whistles and dip marts. Yeah, man, but that was that was a whatchamacallit bar.
Titty bar? Go-go bar?
No, it was
Go-go
a
bar?
go-go bar because
Right.
they kept their you know their bikinis tops on and shit. You know, I've frequented that establishment like probably a handful of times. Never was the one who said let's go there.
You didn't give him your email when you went in.
Didn't have to give you
sign up for
email. You
10%
didn't have
off
to
of your
sign
next
up.
tour.
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here with all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the problem, man. Like, everything's so accepted. People don't even care no more. You know? Fuck the brown bag. Send my porn with the fucking cover on it. I want everyone to see it. Fuck out of here, man. Shame. There's some things that should be shameful. Some things should be shameful. You should want to keep some things where you're like, oh, I don't want nobody to hear about this. You know, because it keeps you in check. It keeps you indoors.
Yeah.
You know, the Traveling Runner, my first titty bar was when I was like 14, 15. Well, you shouldn't have been there. That's too young to be at a titty bar. I haven't been to a club since the 80s. Titty bar or otherwise, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, well, there's no real clubs anymore.
Yeah,
There's not real. I mean, there's a couple in AC, you got some, but like in New York, there's no real clubs.
Well, they're just playing different kind of music now.
No, it's just not a club. It's like more like, you know, they got fucking people smoking hookah and fucking, you know, it's more like they call them lounges.
Yeah, it's more lounge with music.
You know, I don't know. It's not the same, man. Back in the day was the shit. The clubs back in my days was the shit. Don't give a fuck. Yes, I'm probably being nostalgic, but there's some truth, some nostalgia. King Handler says, I used to work security at a strip club. Trust me, it gets old. Chicks doing the same tricks every day. You know, yeah, I would imagine. I brought my son to his first strip club, you know, and when he asked me how long are we going to stay, I said, your nose will let you know. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, don't worry, just remember what I said. And we hung out, we were having a good time, you know, and then out of nowhere, he says to me, yo, Dad, it's just starting to smell like ass and dirty pussy. And I said, it's time to go.
Yeah.
That's when you know. Your nose will let you know. The Traveling Runner says the all hookah lounges and weed spots. Yeah, they're all hookah lounges and weed spots. No like real clubs, you know, which might be good, might be bad. There was a lot of, you know, things that came from there. A lot of beefs, a lot of murders, a lot of shit like that. But that happens anywhere. You know, now they just do them in the hookah spots and not necessarily the weed spots, I don't think. That Badusi smell.
Yeah.
Yes.
A cave chick Badusi.
It's hard to explain it, but you know it when you smell it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. You know what it is when you smell it, but it's hard to like really describe it to regular people.
Sweat, ass, and glitter.
And don't forget depression and
drug addiction
and low self-esteem. You know, there's a little hint of low self-esteem and daddy issues. Gem 4 says, this is Brian's channel. What makes you think that? Do you honestly think Brian's the star in this? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that how I'm supposed to take that?
I guess, dude.
That this is your thing? It's called Rated G. No, I'm only fucking with you, man. Brian got some fans. I had to come to terms with that. I couldn't keep Baby in the corner through all of this, man. You know, he got some fans. There's people that like him. So obviously you're one of them. Yeah. That's fine. You know, the Traveling Runner says, what's worse than Badusi smell or the woman's cell at Central Booking?
Don't know. Never been.
Never been to the women's cell at Central Booking. I would have to first transition, which will happen immediately the next time I have to go into a male cell. Traveling Owen Please says, yes, Brian is the almighty producer. He produces the product. So blame him. And Owen Please, thank you for, you know, not letting me lie. I appreciate that, you know, answering for us. I appreciate it. Owen. Yeah, I love you, dog. Family, man. Family. All right. Nobody's telling Owen where the next cookout is. Jem says he's on the left. Is that what makes it on the left? Well, our podcast was made to be watched through the reflection of a mirror. So you're watching it wrong. Jem says left side is usually the channel guy.
Well, it's ours. I mean, it's probably the best.
No. You're on the left.
It's mine.
You're on the left. If anybody got a problem with anything that's said or done on this podcast, Brian is the man to talk to. All right. He's on the left.
Was it 347-233-0884?
Yes, but anybody got a problem? That's the guy right there,
that's
Brian. That's Brian right there. He's the guy. This doesn't go on without him, and actually, so you're right. Brian is a commie. He can't own anything.
Why am I a commie? I don't want.
Brian, there's a lot of commie slurs getting thrown at you today. Why is that?
Yeah, no, I feel like we're in 1960s. It's the
why is everybody being so mean to you today, man? I don't feel like you deserve it. Not today, at least. You know. Yeah, he does get all the blame, man. You could put the blame on him. I'm just saying this wouldn't be going on without Brian. Brian pushes, he pushes start, he pushes record, he does it all. You people would not be seeing this without Brian. So yes, Brian takes all the blame.
They probably wouldn't be watching it without you.
No, that's not true, dude. You got this is like your third podcast. I only got the one. This is like your third. You got Dom Herrera. In case you guys don't know, check out what's it called? The Dom.
Yo Dom.
Yo Dom. And then you got one with the great and very talented Steve Rinaldi. You no longer do that one?
Well, he's on the show with Dom.
Oh, okay. But you used to have the other one. What was it? Ball Buster.
Yeah, but we stopped doing that and did the Dom show.
Yeah. It didn't help that he didn't know a ball buster, man.
It didn't help at all, dude. And then
a ball breaker. Was it ball breaker?
Ball breaking, yeah.
Ball breaking. He didn't know what ball breaking was. He thought it was complimenting each other. I'm like, no, dude. It's about verbally
breaking bread. Is the phrase he thought of me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, getting together and talking. Yeah, that's
breaking bread.
Yeah.
And he thought
busting your balls is making fun of you.
Yeah, it's making fun of you.
Yeah.
It's teabagging you verbally.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Verbally scrotum checking your forehead. And he couldn't get that. He got upset with me. He brought me on the podcast and started breaking his balls. He's like, what are you doing? I said, breaking your balls, like the title of the fucking thing. Yeah. I'm a bully. I got to stop.
No, dude, every guest every guest we had on the show said the same thing.
That I'm a bully? Oh, yeah.
They were like, what do you, like, what,
yeah.
Every episode.
No clue. He had no clue, But I do want to stop being a bully, man. This pod is brought to you by Rosneft, a Russian state-owned oil company. I'll be back. Yeah, well, thank you, man. We hope you do come back, man. Yeah. Cool. Anytime anyone stops in, we appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you for hanging out, man. We appreciate. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna stop being a bully. I noticed I'm a bully.
Yeah, you were beating people up pretty bad at the pair.
On Monday, I was kind of going hard on everybody, right?
Destroying people, dude.
I apologize.
You were doing that thing with me where you were pretending to fuck somebody and you had to stare. I had to stare in your eyes. It was so uncomfortable. He was doing this. He was going, just humping. Staring straight at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Don't look away.
It was uncomfortable.
Yes, and that was the point.
Good hang at the pair, though.
Tristan's always a good hang. Big up to Tristan. I feel like I was bullying Tristan a lot too, to the point he was just exhausted. He looked at me exhausted, like, why am I still your friend? I apologize, Trish. You're the man, dude.
We gotta get him on the show again.
I rub people the wrong way, man. People don't necessarily like me. I'm not a good dude. I'm a bully. I am. I take acknowledgement. I will acknowledge the fact that I can be a little bully. I'm actually the epitome of a little bully. Because everyone's bigger than me. They just don't want to hurt me.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel strong. Can we get a quote from Mr. Boots? King Handles wants to know. Mr. Boots eats people. If you let him, he will eat you, Mr. Boots. He's not as kind as you think he is. He's a little vicious. A little vicious. Has he killed any squirrels while he's out there? Has he bitten any Mexicans that might have been working on the building?
No, dude. I told you I thought he liked Hispanic people until this incident. You know?
I'm not mad at him, man.
Yeah.
I still got the scar. But not this. This is my corona crease. People think that's the scar. It's not. That if I tape my eyes, like when I go to sleep, if I tape my eyes like this, I think I can get rid of it.
Oh, you should try a little tape or something.
And maybe,
tape to your forehead
if
down.
I put like a pin right through the back of my head and push it out.
You can elongate your skull a little bit?
Not just get rid of that corona crease. You see it, right?
Oh, yeah, I see it. How could I not? It's massive.
I didn't have that till corona. You know, because during that whole time, I started like talking to people and I just, what?
Oh, there he is.
What? And now I haven't stopped. That's my look all the time. It's hard to get rid of it.
I wonder what the next thing is going to be, man. I think about that sometimes. What's the next Corona event? What's it going to be, dude? What's it going to be? Migrants? I mean, that's my guess. There's going to be like no, but like there actually be like a big altercation, like an armed altercation or something. Like something happened in a city where like 1,000 migrants storms.
There's going to be like in some hood somewhere a big massive like problem. Yeah. Some big thing is going to go down. Probably, maybe. Who knows? Maybe on election day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Weird too, bro. It doesn't feel like the election's only 5 months away.
No, they stopped. It's like I feel like it happened already.
Yeah, dude.
Because they were talking a lot. Yeah, they were talking a lot about it, and now nothing.
It's protests, Trump's trial.
No one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. And did you see Howard Stern had the president on there? On an interview, he basically
the puff piece.
He basically brought him up there and verbally sucked his dick. He was just blowing him, just blowing him, yo. Mm-hmm. It was like they paid Howard Stern money to verbally blow the president on his show. Mm-hmm. That's all he did. He asked and answered his own questions, and then praised him for the answer that he gave. He was just fucking long dick and stroking him, boy. He was long stroking the president. His tongue went past the balls and turned on his asshole. It was insane. Fucking Howard Stern. Loser. And before anyone jumps on, you'll never be a Howard Stern. I don't want to be. I don't give a fuck about the dude. Never was a fan. Always thought he wasn't funny. Never cared about him. You know, I respected his hustle. I've always respected his hustle, but now his hustle is to suck the president's dick with his tongue all the way to his asshole. What a horrible fucking thing to watch. I could barely watch it. It was so fucking stupid.
And dude, this goes back to the thing I was saying before about Putin and Tucker Carlson. Bro, it's a 3-hour interview he did, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I want a president who can
literally answering questions.
Dude, and he gave a 20-minute monologue about the history of Russia. And sure, if you want to think it was his way of, getting you to view his opinion in whatever direction, so be it. But dude, the guy
was able to have a conversation.
Spit shit. Yes, dude.
Yeah. Was able to have a conversation.
I really I've kind of been drawn back from the conspiracy theory research, I guess you could say. Like I'm taking a break from the rabbit hole diving, I'm coming up for air for a bit. Yeah. But it's just because what I'm trying to do, and we were talking about it before, it's like, dude, when I go around the city, I never wear headphones, I don't listen to music, I fucking soak it in, see what's going on, And all you see, bro, headphones on the subway, people just in their phone. You don't even get service on it, just scrolling.
Now. And subways now, you get some service now.
Oh.
They give some Wi-Fi in some of those subways now.
Yeah,
but man, but no, you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's like
everybody got headphones on. Everybody's in their own little world. There is no connection.
Dude. And it's like, and it's man,
there is no sound.
It's been happening slowly, I mean, really quickly, but in the course of my lifetime, like I remember being in school when a kid got their, like when there was the first kid in school with the cell phone, you know, like middle school or some shit. And then slowly into high school, you see it. And then you see kids like hooked on the thing immediately. And then, you know,
I don't even know how old my kids were when I finally got them a phone, but I know they wasn't young. You know what I'm saying? And me, there were no phones. I went through all of high school and everything without any phones. Didn't have any of that shit.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. You know, computers were already around when I was in high school. We already had computers. They were coming up and shit like that.
Yeah, but they're expensive.
Internet was starting, but I didn't have none of that shit.
Do you think you would give, what age, if you were a young parent now, say you were 30 and you had, you know, a couple kids, you know, young kids, what age do you think you would be giving them a phone at now, today?
16, 17.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't think anybody's waiting that late, dude.
16, 17. You don't need it before that.
Yeah.
You don't need it before. First of all, a kid who is not allowed to go out on their own, which most of these kids aren't, at least till they at least 16. You know, like if the kid ain't running around by themselves, don't need the phone. And if you're gonna get a phone, they definitely don't need the internet and all that shit. Get them a phone that doesn't have any of that shit, which they just started making. Oh, gee. You know what I'm saying? Give your kid a phone, but this phone is for me to get in touch with you. And the truth of the matter is, you give those phones to your kids, they don't pick up. They don't return your fucking text messages. They don't do nothing. You got to break into your phone and have one of those things where it follows your kid around to know where your kid is. You know, but the truth of the matter is, they're not going to save your kid. Your kid gets kidnapped. All it's going to tell you is where that phone got tossed out of your kid's pocket. It's not going to tell you where your kid is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Michelle says, mine got her phone after 9/11 happened. She was 12. Yeah. Meanwhile, none of those phones worked when 9/11 happened. None of them. I had to go to a regular phone and call a regular number at the school on a landline to get in touch with my ex-wife at the time. You know, so none of them work because everyone's calling, so they get shut down. Traveling Runner says, my kid's going to have to get a job and work for their own phone like I did. Yeah, that's another thing too. You start working, you get a job, it's your money.
Yeah, I would have to ask my parents, but I feel like
it's your money.
I feel
it's
like
your money. You can get it when you could afford to get it. That's when you should get it.
Yeah, I think when I started working, then I bought a phone and I was under my parents' plan, but I had to pay my mom for it. That was like the first bill I ever had, a phone bill. Where are you at? What are you reading? I see you're drifting off. You're not paying attention. What's happening? You do this all the time. Are we in a podcast having a conversation? Are you looking at your phone? Are you looking at your phone? Of all things you're looking at now, you're looking at your phone. And you got headphones on? What are you listening to? You got music playing through there? Or are you listening to me? That's what I want to know. I want to know. What is so important going on there?
Do you want to know, or do you want to just keep talking at me?
I think I'm done. No, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I want to know.
What happened was, as you were talking about buying, and I'm thinking in my head, yeah, that does make sense. You should wait to an age where they can afford to buy it. That makes the most fucking sense in the world. And that's what happened. I got lost on that as you were talking about it. So yes, I did burn away, but I burnt away on exactly what we were talking about. You know, which is, I seen a kid the other day on the elevator in a stroller with a phone.
Yeah, I hate that shit too, man. You go out to a restaurant and you just see a kid sitting there with a fucking iPad in front of him. You know, in Europe, this is more popular, and the Irish side of my family always had a kids table at shit, right? But when on the Italian side, we all sat at one table, right? Like here in America, there's more of a separation with kids, you know, having to turn into an adult, which over there, you have more responsibility at a younger age, you know?
I just think personally, there's no reason to give it to them. They sold you on the premise of that it's safer.
Yeah, it's safer.
It keeps your kids safer.
Yeah.
Does it really? All it does is keep them relying on you, and it's a false reliance. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if something happens, they break down? Well, that's how you learn what you're able to do in life. by going through some things that you have to overcome, trials and tribulations, whatever happened to that. Please says, yo, Brian, you tried taking a toddler to dinner with no iPad.
Bro, I
I
never
did
had
it.
one.
I did it many times with my kids, man.
Yeah,
My
well, I
kids
mean,
never.
I
My kids
wasn't
never
raised with
had an
one.
iPad or any of
Yeah,
that shit, man.
I didn't have one at dinner. My mom, I had a Game Boy,
No.
like the big gray one. I wasn't playing. My mom wouldn't let me play Game Boy at the fucking table.
No,
you know?
and they gave you shit like crayons
Yeah,
and
crayons.
anything
Yeah,
for you to,
yeah.
crayons.
crayons. Yeah.
Cheech and Chong. We've had Chong on the show, man. Feel
Yeah, we
free to
have.
go back and check out that episode. Do you remember what number episode that was when we had Chong?
I'll find out. I'll put the link up.
It was like in our early, not even 20s, I don't even
No,
think,
I think it was
man.
later than that. I think it was like in the
Yeah.
40s or 50s.
Yeah, there was no reason he should have been on our show. None whatsoever. Why he said yes to us, I have no idea. Well, I do know why, but yeah, big up to Rich for getting us that. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Great dude,
He was
Chong.
great, dude.
Yeah, he was great. That was
Hour
a
and
great
20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, sat with us for an hour and 20 minutes. Didn't even fucking. That's back when we were only going like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Back then we were only doing like 45-minute shows.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
one
I
of
don't
our
even know- I don't
longest
even know-
at the time. Yeah,
don't
you
even know
already
which one
stopped
it is.
numbering them.
Yeah. Well, I don't number them on YouTube. I number them on Spotify. So I can find that on Spotify.
So then why'd you go to YouTube?
Because sometimes I used to write the number in there.
I feel like
Who's the producer of this show, huh? Is he
you are. You're the man,
No,
dog.
yeah,
you are
yeah.
Brew Baker, man. I'm sorry, man. You are Brew Baker. All right, you are the man. Yo, my nails grow back so fucking quick.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not growing no hair on my head no more.
So it all goes there.
I think so.
I'm just looking through these old titles, dog. The old titles of our shows are fucking crazy. So nuts, dude.
I think one of my favorites was the dolphin rape episode. That was funny because you didn't know that shit happened. Anytime I teach you something, it's always fun.
What about the time we talked about that guy who got his dick chopped off and they like reattached?
Oh, and they reattached it, man. Didn't they turn it into like a moving arm? Wasn't he able to like sign his name with it now?
Yeah.
Didn't he get into like arm wrestling competitions with
He
it?
became an artist.
I think he got like arm wrestling competitions with it, right? Gross.
37,
Bro.
episode 37.
Yeah, there you go, man. I told you. It was pretty early. Pretty early. But Sean was mad cool. Remind him who the damn producer is, Bri. Oh, and why do you? Well, there you go. Obviously, like I said, you do have your own fans. King Hannah says, Gary, menopause can be rough.
He is at that age.
You think I'm going through menopause? No way, man.
I think you've been going through it. I don't think you're you've been in it.
So that's what you say, right? You say I've been going through menopause.
It's
You
menopause.
say,
It's menopause though. You're losing all your testosterone. You're
hell
losing all
no,
your
dog. That's the
ferocity.
problem.
You're
That's
losing
the
your
problem,
ferocity.
dog. The problem is, motherfuckers like you with your low testosterone motherfuckers, man, making it like bad on dudes like me.
Well, dude, that's because of what they changed the food that they were giving us by the time I was a kid. To give us that low T, that low T food.
You guys are all fucking running around with fucking female glands, dude. What was that who makes the best hydroponic plant food in the world? Gem 10,
Yeah, Gem 10.
obviously. Please says, haha, I like the Jamaican spear dancing one. That was a good one too, man. Oh
a good
man,
episode.
Owen, you've been with us for a long time, man.
Yeah,
I just
dude.
fucking
That was
with you,
episode
G. Love you
3.
both.
No answer
Brian
for the
needs to be
twerk.
hyped up after Kill Tony. Nah, man, he's old. You're over the Kill Tony thing,
Way
right?
over it. Yeah, over it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, man. Yeah, you got that soy milk, yo. True, man. And Brian loves his soy. Brian's a soy boy.
I will suckle down the soy, baby.
He's sucking on those soy titties, man.
Bingo.
Yeah, man. Brian's a little soy boy. He's a little
Soy boy.
soy boy, and he's his lady's soy boy toy.
Yes. Yes.
Well, listen, man. Unfortunately for myself, I actually got to go to work today. No shows tonight, but
Oh no.
yeah. What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, no shows tonight. We will have to But listen, man, there are shows tomorrow and all through the weekend. So don't forget to go to acjokes.com and check out the schedule. We got a great weekend lined up with a bunch of comedians coming up. We got my man, who is he? Go check it out. I keep forgetting the name that's coming up.
Buddha the comedian?
No, man.
Aaron Burr?
Buddha is always there, man. I'm talking about this weekend, man.
Scoop. Jason
Scoop ain't there this weekend, man. You're not looking at the right thing. Those are the things coming up.
Oh.
Hold on, I got it. I got the lineups for the weekend. I'm just a little slow on shit.
Dominic Leonelli.
There you go. My man. Oh, man, this kid is so fucking funny, yo. Dominique Leonelli, man. Check out his fucking page and shit. He's fucking funny. He's going to be up here. You know, I'm up here. Yes, Buddha's up here. And we always have drop-ins now, too, which is a great thing, man. So if you're any comedians out there that happen to be good and you think you're good and you drop in, who knows? Maybe we'll get you some time, you know, and give you a shot. But yeah, man, check us out, acjokes.com. If you want to support the podcast, feel free to do so by going to briantlicata.com/shop and pick yourself up some Rated G drip. You know, it's banging. What's that one up there on top that you just went over right there? That one. What's that? Oh, that's the one of me and you. Yeah, man. The photo. One? Yeah, that one's hot.
Yeah, I
like that one. I like that one, man. Yeah, man, go get yourself some drip, support the podcast. You know, there's more than one way to do it. Just get to it. Like, subscribe, and all that other bullshit that goes along with it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to eat right now. I'm going to make myself some crab legs before I go. You know, King Handler says, I'll drop in. Got to promote my Netflix special. Do so. Yeah, man, I want to check out that thing, Reindeer, on Netflix. About the comedian that has a stalker.
I haven't heard of that.
What it's called? Oh, nah, you haven't heard of it?
Baby Reindeer?
Baby Reindeer. Yeah, I want to check that out. It's about a comedian. Supposedly the dude who wrote it, and I think stars in it, is the dude who was getting stalked. He was the dude who was getting stalked. I want to check that out, man. A lot of stalkers going on out there nowadays, man. The average chick now is in some way a stalker, I believe. In some way.
Yeah.
They all have a little stalkiness to them.
Yeah. Well, you know, they've been emboldened by the internet.
Yeah. That they have to agree with everything in order for it to be so. You know, if they don't agree with it, it's not so. And, you know, we're the ones with the problem.
Is that so?
It seems so. Michelle, love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Love you too, Michelle. Give our love to that beautiful daughter of yours. Own Please says, haha, you still getting stalked. In some form or another all the time, man. That's why it's called stalking. Themor. Looks like I'm late. We'll have to check out the podcast. Yeah, Themor, sorry you missed it, but it was a lot of babbling today. I feel like I was half asleep.
Yeah.
Half asleep, half awake, like even right now. I feel like we've been trying for the last 20 minutes to end it. Either way, man, we appreciate you. Themor. Showed up late, but I'm glad you showed up, man. And, you know, it's there for you to check out, man. So did you miss anything? I think not. Now you could catch us at, you know, at the pleasure of your own leisure. I think that made sense. Anyway, follow Brian at Brian T. Licata. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Check me out on Rated G. Check me out every Monday. Check me out
on this podcast.
Every Monday doing the Not Quite Tuesday, Monday midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear with Adam Gable. That's what I meant to say. That's how you know I don't read these reads. There's no reads to it. Peace.